Well, the Indiana Fever lose a very, very tough one. A squeaker as the New York Liberty, a team that one could argue is the best team in the WNBA, win by way of a squeaker. Some controversy on that last play, no doubt about it. In my opinion, it looked like Natasha Cloud probably fouled her. It was not called. The referees love to swallow their whistles at that time, that part of the game, but then again, they did not swallow their whistles with the foul call on Lexi Hall against Sabrina Ionescu just 3 seconds early.
I'm going to try to handle this politely, but I'm furious with the way the referees handled this game. It wasn't just bad, it was insulting. It was one of those games where it felt like Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever were fighting two teams, the Liberty Art and the officials. I'm back with another video, and this one is going to get people talking because right now, everyone's only thought is that the WNBA officials might actually be fired after helping the New York Liberty defeat Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever on this dirty call.
Yesterday game was horrendous, bro. I mean, it was bad. I mean, this one might be one for the ages, bro. I can't even lie. The referees just exposed their hand so bad, bro. I mean, they just didn't care no more. They didn't care. The world was watching how bad the cause was. They didn't care at all. They was going to get their issue off against the Fever no matter what. And I'm here to tell you, that's exactly what went down, bro. I mean, they got their issue off in a major way, bro. I mean, there was countless of times I could literally look at the screen and know that was a foul. Dude, my 4-year-old son knew that was a foul, bro. I mean, what the hell? I mean, you would think with what they say coming into the season, you know, Kathy was made it her business to let them know that, you know, referees is going to be getting assessed for this next season and make sure they're making the right, proper calls. Man, at this point, we need NBA refs all the time, bro. I don't want these YMCA, junior league, high school ass referees, bro. We need real life refs because as of right now, they're costing the Indiana Fever major games that they definitely need to win. Even though it is early, bro, we need to win these games.
Let's go all the way to Indiana, where the Indiana Fever were prepared to fight, and they did. They rallied from a 15-point hole and shown passion and vigor, but it didn't matter since the officials ended up making the news. If this had been the NBA half, those New York players would have been in serious trouble by halftime. Aaliyah Boston was being mauled in the paint, Caitlin Clark was getting hacked left and right, and the referees just ignored the whistle as if nothing had happened. If you watch this game, you understand exactly what I mean. It was difficult to watch, but I warned you that this could happen. I said that if Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever started to succeed in the offseason, the referees might try to sabotage it, and that's exactly what happened here. In the second half, the Fever was ready to go, and Caitlin Clark was making back-to-back threes. The game was taken away from the players when she crossed over Sabrinescu like it was nothing. The crowd was roaring, and you could feel the energy shift. I want to punch the screen as I watched the last few minutes, because Caitlin Clark was hacked on a game-deciding shot with just 2.9 seconds left. There was no whistle, no review, nothing. That's 3 free throws she should have had. And it's crazy that the referees allowed that to happen. We're not just upset because it was Clark. We're mad because it was blatantly wrong.
Played on CBS was horrendous. These WNBA referees need to be fined. Something needs to happen. I mean, the lack of calls against the New York Liberties was at an all-time high, bro. I mean, if this was an NBA game, a lot of players would have been fouled out. A lot of players would have been in deep foul trouble. The way Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever was getting fouled, it was just hard to watch at times. Now, granted, they rallied back from a 15-1 lead. I mean, from a 15-point deficit. But, guys, I'm telling you right now, the referees are the storyline in this one, bro. And I told y'all, I stressed to y'all this offseason, I told y'all what it was. I say, if Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever...
When even the commentators suggest that the defender is obviously only holding position and that it might be an aggressive foul, boss, you know something is wrong. After Lexi Hall was called for a foul that turned the tide of the game, the Liberty were able to turn the corner and score off that play. It seemed as though the referees had decided that possession was what made the difference, and nothing made sense after that.
No call. Should have been 3 free throws. 3 of them, bro. She should have had 3 of them. This is freaking ridiculous, bro. I mean, ridiculous. We need to write the WNBA right now because these referees have to go. They have to go. I mean, damn, dog. I mean, bro, Aaliyah Boston hacked every damn play. Every time Caitlin Clark fed up the ball, Aaliyah Boston was getting hacked. Time after time after time again. Play after play after play.
It seemed like the Fever needed to play flawless basketball to stay close, and even that wasn't enough. However, let's talk about that last play once more. I need you all to see this. Caitlin Clark is running off screens trying to get away, turns it. The corner, gets the ball with 1 second left, and Natasha Cloud locks her up straight up body-to-body contact. That's a foul in every league at every level, and they didn't call it. What's crazy is that yesterday, I made a video speculating that Natasha Cloud might have targeted Caitlin during this game, and someone even mentioned it in the comments. Look what happened. She was the reason Clark never got that final clean look. That call or non-all was a disgrace. And yes, I wish we had a better camera angle to break it down further, but we don't need one because it's clear Caitlin was fouled from the one angle we have.
This is bad, bro. My God, bro. Let me try to blow it up.
Cloud!
That's it.
Screening action down low. Clark has to get open. 1 second left.
Foul right there. Boom.
Clark doesn't get the shot off. Cloud locks her up. And New York comes into Indianapolis and takes the checkered flag.
I'm not saying the Fever played flawlessly. They committed 15 turnovers and missed a few crucial shots, but that's not the point. The point is that the referees let it go, which is why people are demanding that they be fired. This is why the game went viral, because fans aren't stupid. They know what we saw, and what we saw was a superstar player denied a chance to tie or win the game on national TV.
Look, Natasha Cloud, and I made a video yesterday. I told y'all Natasha Cloud could possibly be the reason. I hope not, but she could possibly be the reason Caitlin Clark get attacked this game. Somebody tipped me off and saying that in the comment section yesterday of the video. I say, watch, there's always a player every game to screw over Caitlin. In this game, it was Natasha Cloud. So shout out to you who predicted that Natasha Cloud was going to be the reason Caitlin Clark never gets screwed over in this game.
Screening action down low. Clark has to get open. 1 second left. Clark doesn't get the shot off.
That was a foul, guys. And I wish we had another angle. Oh my God, I wish we had another angle. So guys, I'm literally surfing the web right now. I'm literally surfing the web right now to try to get us some footage, man. Because this right here is ridiculous. Natasha Cloud straight up fouled Caitlin Clark. And yeah, and then Stephanie White is in hot water too because she didn't challenge it. She didn't challenge no call whatsoever. They had a challenge left to use, and Stephanie White did not use it, bro.
This was supposed to be a statement game. The night Caitlin Clark showed the world she could compete with the W's best, and she did. But it wasn't enough because she wasn't just fighting against the Liberty. The Fever were good enough to win this game, and the officials took it away. The worst part is that the league probably won't do anything, but they need to, because this kind of officiating affects not just one game, but also the league's trust and how new fans view the product.
She could have challenged that final play, bro. My God. But let's get into some of the highlights of the game. That is Caitlin Clark shooting these threes, bro, because I'm telling you right now, I'm finna cook, bro.
Bodies on the floor. Clark 1-on-3 trying to split the defense. Goes into
Caitlin Clark came in that third quarter
and
cooking.
A fearless Caitlin Clark here.
Watch how she uses her body to shield the defender. That's just beautifully done by Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark came in cooking, guys. This is when things went downhill. So this is them calling a foul on Lexi Hall, right? This foul is determining. This foul right here was the reason they won the game.
I don't even enjoy producing films like this. I prefer breaking down highlights and discussing what went well, but sometimes you have to call out the bullshit because this was awful. She was competing against referees who obviously didn't want her to win.
I don't get it. I don't know. But I do think there are two takeaways. 90-88 final score. But it should be noted, this is probably the best team in the league. The Fever lost by 2, and Caitlin Clark was 2 of 12 from 3-point range. All right, do you know how few games she will ever be or ever shoot? She may never have another stretch in her career.
And what exacerbates it, Coach Stephanie White had a challenge remaining, but she didn't even use it. Let me break this down because it gets worse every time Caitlin feeds the ball to Aaliyah Boston down low. Boston is smacked repeatedly without any calls. The Fever had a challenge in their back pocket, but they chose not to throw it down on that last play, and that choice could come back to haunt them. Nalissa Smith is the same. Similar to Kelsey Mitchell, the referees allowed the Liberty to play as physically as they would, but as soon as a Fever player blew the whistle, it became unfair, and the Liberty made 25 of 32 free throws.